I'm working my way through the 17 kits that are the Aurora Prehistoric Scenes collection. And this is the next one up. This is the uh, giant bird, um, Phorofoscos. I'm probably butchering that. Please feel free to correct me. So, um, one I hadn't had a chance to build. Really looking forward to it. As you can see, it's got a little nest with eggs here and a little chick that's hatched, and it's got a little lizard that not in a good place. So it's probably getting ready to be lunch. So anyway, looking forward to doing this one. For the paint job, I found this image out on the internet. I like the colors. I like the white counter shading and the color of the beak, and kind of the stripes on the head. So this is going to be my inspiration. So this is the next adventure. Let's get into it. Because in the injection molding process, sometimes there's a release agent left over. So what I'm doing here is cleaning that off with some Windex. Because this kit, like many other kits, didn't have a roof to the mouth for the bird, I'm putting a roof in with some milliput so there's not a big gape there. Once I've got the parts glued together, I need to deal with the seams, which usually involves putty and lots of filing and sanding. This kit, like many of the Aurora Prehistoric Scenes kits, has a two-part base that I'm having to address with milliput and kind of retexture it to blend in so the gap isn't so obvious. In this case, the gap is under some grass, and so once I get the seam filled with putty, I'm taking a X-Acto knife and putting the grass texture back in. On the base and on the bird itself, I first apply a base coat, usually a dark brown or leather brown, so that when I go back over it with either stippling, using like a paper towel and blotting colors in for the base, or dry brushing on, in this case, on the bird itself, multiple colors, there's something underneath to kind of indicate some depth. So it's done. The Aurora Prehistoric Scenes, giant bird. And I will try to pronounce this again. Forohako. Somebody please correct me. Anyway, so this is done. I had a few incidents where my camera was giving me some grief, where I didn't get to capture everything. I will say that, like, here, I'll pull this guy out. So I did use on the eyes, there's a khaki and a yellow that I used. But, and I think I talked about everything else here. So this came out pretty good. I'm pretty happy with it. I did this time around. I haven't been doing this, but I think I'm gonna start. I gave it a coat of flat clear, and then I came in over the eyes with a gloss clear, just to give it a little life. Anyway, so fun build. I learned some stuff from it. I had to, this little claw here, it was broken off and missing, so I had to take a claw off one of the other feet that I didn't use, because it gives you a couple of different options, and glue it on there with some super glue. Of course, is my usual process. I did do a test one here. And that pretty much informed how I did the paint. The stripes, there's probably a better way, a more accurate way to do the stripes, but they're close enough. Anyway, aside from that, we have our little flying lizard here. Why you'd have a flying lizard in the middle of a grassland probably doesn't make a lot of sense, but okay. And we've got our little chick and the eggs here, so we'll put it back together here one more time. So here is our giant bird. So thanks for joining me. I'm trying some new stuff out in terms of the footage that I'm getting, and the how I'm editing this. So we'll see how it turns out. It's a never ending, evolving process. So again, thanks for joining me, and we'll see what the next adventure will be. Take care.